Hello, Guardians. This is Raven. And I'm back at you today with the work in progress number 2 of my Fallen-esque scout rifle, based off the Hand of Judgment in Destiny. Now, I know some of you saw the last video. You weren't impressed. Neither was I, so I went and I redid a bunch of stuff. But first, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you what it looks like now at this point. Finished to where I have it. It's ready for paint, and that'll be the next work in progress, which will be the end of this project. So I'm going to show you what it looks like now. You can look at it, and if you don't want to see how I did all this stuff, you don't have to watch the rest of the video. I think I'm going to start doing this from now on. In case people don't want to see the how-to and just want to see the progress, bam, there you go. Watch the first 2 minutes. You'll get to see that. If you don't want to watch the rest of it, that's fine. No skin off my back. Alright guys, here it is. And let me say, this looks a bajillion times better than what I showed you in the first work in progress. I scrapped that foam piece, added a brand new one. We cemented everything together. We got a stock back here. We have an extension on the scope. We have a flip up for the lights. And some detail here, back here. And it's looking really good. I really like the way that this new foam piece looks. And I think I vastly improved over what you saw in video number 1. So guys, I hope you liked it and enjoyed it. It's going to go for paint tomorrow, so that video will be up in a couple days. But if you want to see how I did all of this, some work in progress, how-to, stuff like that, continue watching the video, we'll get into it. But otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Zigzion. Alright guys, I don't know what part of the video this is going to be in, but real quick, we're going to show the usage of the contact cement on these foam pieces. These are the new foam pieces that I made for the Hand of Judgment prop, and they're going to go like that. I think it came out pretty good. It's not done yet. Once I get the 2 pieces together with the cement, we're going to go and do some sanding. But we're going to try out the cement and see what happens. So, let's see if we can do this right the first time. Like I said, in a lot of my videos, you never get good on something like this until you go and do it. So we're going to do it. Just got this thing open. I'm going to order a glue pot, because lugging this big thing around from the garage to the work desk is a pain, and I'm just deathly afraid of just dropping this can all over the place. By the way, thank you to my sister for getting me this Swiss Army, what's it called? Swiss Army, Swiss Knight? I don't know. Thank you to my sister for getting this for me. She lives in Switzerland, and she got me this, and this is how well my sister knows me. She knows I don't drink, so she didn't include any beer openers or anything. Instead, she made it all tools that I use. So this is awesome, and I've been using the hell out of it. Thank you, sis. I love you. Alright, so we got the trusty brush, and let's just start putting this stuff on and see what happens. I think we're going to have to do 2 coats, because we're on the side that has all the grid pattern, and if I remember right, I think that will basically soak up the glue a lot easier than the other side, so gonna probably have to do 2 coats of glue. This stuff has a very interesting smell. I don't believe it's toxic to breathe in. I didn't see any warnings on the thing, but should probably be wearing my respirator, but you know, YOLO as the kids say. Probably will wear it the next time I do this, because the smell is, it's just interesting. It's like kind of gluey and kind of painty all put together. A glue pot would make my life easier. Definitely gonna order one. I did good eBay sales the last couple weeks, so By the way, if you guys didn't know, I have a eBay. It's Captain Raven, and I sell all kind of nerdy stuff on there. Not necessarily things I make. We haven't gotten that far yet, but all kind of anime and Star Wars related stuff. Sometimes Gundam related stuff. Just all kind of cool nerdy stuff. So go check it out. Captain Raven on eBay. And of course, this is Wellwood cement. Barge, you know, Bill from Punish Props and Evil Ted, they like to use. As this is my first time ever using any kind of contact cement, I can't tell you the difference, but I assume they use Barge for a reason. I've heard that Wellwood, which is what I'm using, is a great alternative. Alright guys, we're back. And we had to do another coat, and everything is dried. I think I can take this off now. Safety first. Because the fumes from this are are not all that great for you. All right, let's stick the parts together, and let's see what happens. It's tacky. It's shiny. It's not sticking to my fingers, so I think we're ready to go. All right. I think we got it down. Now, obviously, what we have to go do now is we have to go in and sand and cut away these edges and make it look like one piece. But I think this was a success. I mean, it feels like it's holding together. Oh yeah, it's pretty damn sturdy. Alright. Well, that was mission accomplished. Let's go into sanding and let's see how it turns out. Alright guys, we're back. And after a lot of sanding and heat sealing and all that good stuff, we have the new piece that's going to go on the gun. And I think it came out pretty good. The problem with doing this though is that the heat got to the glue on the bottom and opened it up just slightly, but we'll fix that with some quick seal later. Now of course, in heating stuff up, if you have any gashes or whatever, it's going to pop them out like this. But overall, the form looks really good. I gotta cover up some dings, but let's get the gun here. Well, by the way, this is what we had before, which is alright, but we did way better, I think. So, especially on the front. The front looks pretty good. It's going to look like that. And I think that looks way better than what we had before. So we're going to glue it together, and then we'll see what else we're going to add to it, and see what other kind of mods we're going to do. But this first thing was successful. Alright guys, we're back. And after some finagling and some oh shit moments, we got it on there. Right there. That's looking pretty cool. Now of course, on the other side, the side that matters, we have some gaps. We got a gap here, and we got a little gap right there. It's pretty not all that noticeable. But we'll fix that up with some quick seal. I don't know if we can fix the bigger one with quick seal, but we'll try. And if not, we can do other things. We'll probably sand this down a bit more to taper with the edge here. Alright guys, we're back, and I went in and I used some of this handy dandy DAP quick seal. I learned that from Evil Ted. He's the man, I love his videos. I filled in some of these seams that were unseemly, as it were. That's looking really good. The other side. It's really looking like one piece. I'm going to go in, I'm going to sand some more of this. Alright guys, and we're back again a little bit later. I ended up reshaping this a little bit, rounding off more, and added the PVC extension for this. And then I found this piece and I kind of cut it down, and I just really put it on as an added detail part. What we're going to do is we're going to take this flashlight And that's going to go in there. And it actually stays in there, and it's flush. It's pretty cool, look at that. And it doesn't fall out. And then whenever I want, I can press the button, and then bam. We got the light coming out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add another piece of foam. This back part, there's a stock back here, as you can see. What we're doing is we're getting ready to carve that out, and it'll look like that, right there. And what I've done is, since I've had to use 2 pieces of foam for this part, what I've gone and done is I've used pins to put 2 pieces of foam together. This way, when I cut with the large box cutter, razor, whatever you want to call it, hopefully I'll get everything down in one shot, then I can glue it together and then sand it down. Conversely, you can glue this all down and then cut it together. I just don't want to waste the glue because I'm cheap. So we'll come back when this is done. Alright guys, we're back, and I got the stock all done. I got it sanded, and I'm working on getting it together. It's made out of 3 parts, the 2 halves, and then the back part. The reason why I did that was because on the back I wanted to have the design for some detail, because on the game model there's a design on the back as well, kind of similar to this. And one of the late modifications that I did was I added a movable lid for the flashlight light that's going to be here. This is based off the scope that I use in the game, where it basically looks like this scope, and there is a lid. It's always up, but mine moves up and down. In case you're wondering, this is a piece from the 1 to 100 high-grade tall geese, which I turned into my Leo. This was part for the shield, or the dauber gun, I don't remember which one. But I didn't use this, I made my own version of a connection for that. So if you want to see that, it's here above. Otherwise, that's what I use to make the lever for this. And then this is just plow plate that I've sanded down and cut out to be a circle. And then all the black bits are very thin craft foam. I just added them for detail. This way when it gets painted, we have some separation, and everything's not so flat looking. I think everything has come out really well. The only other thing I want to show you guys real quick is at the bottom of this there are 2 more spikes that come out, kind of like in the in-game model. And I already have the holes down here, so basically this spike is just going to go in there, and then I'll glue it later. And then I have this little rubber bit that will stick out, and that's going to be on both sides. The only other thing that I did was I updated the handguards. As you can see, I added some quicksilver here to fill in some of these holes, because there will be weldwood cement going over this, so I can put the guards in. These are the same guards I showed you in the last video, but I've added these crisscross details, heated it up, and it expanded. So now it looks really nice, and we get some more detail on the gun. It's been a lot of fun doing this. I've learned so much. It's crazy how much you learn doing stuff like this. And I'm just really proud of this, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's going to get painted, and hopefully everything comes together really well, and my paint job comes out good, and we'll see how that goes. But until then, keep on battling, Guardians. Zigzion!